I'll fly by the seat of my pants on this one. Boy, I didn't realize this song was so heavily criticized. Actually, I thought it was a brilliant record, kind of a storytelling record full of rich lyrics that you don't hear often enough in pop music, but some obviously beg to differ. The song is Rockstar by Nickelback. That was a huge record in the summer of 2007, went to number 6 here in the States. In England, it went to number 2. My goodness. Number 2 in England, went platinum, sold 4.5 million copies. Now, I don't know if that was all over the world or if it was just in the USA, but bottom line is this song just flew right off the shelf. The album's from their fifth album called All the Right Reasons, featuring Billy Gibbons of CC Top doing the spoken parts. This is the thing about Nickelback. And I don't know whether I should say this now. Now, I think I'll save this for last. I'll save it for last because I want to go over what some of the critics have said. Well, first off, the Rolling Stone gave it a good ranking. Magazine Rolling Stone nominated the song Rockstar at number 100 on their list of 100 best songs of 2007. Came in at number 100. But BuzzFeed, oh my God, they hated it. BuzzFeed put the song at number 2 among the 30 worst records ever written. As a matter of fact, and I'll paraphrase what they said, they mentioned that if an alien came to Earth and asked why everybody hated Nickelback, then everybody would point to the song Rockstar. Pop Justice. I never heard of Pop Justice. When I do research, I uncover all these nifty things. Pop Justice, which is a music website, is based in England. They ran a poll too, and they ran a poll, and the song Rockstar was voted worst single of the year in 2008. Despite all of its commercial success, the critics just lambasted this record. And a fellow critic with The Guardian, another British publication, to paraphrase him, he said that the song just did not make any sense. It's confusing. Worst thing that's ever come out. Sort of a quote unquote. Well, let me read you a couple of lyrics. I was wowed by the lyrics of this record. It kind of reminds me, well, I'll go into that in just a minute. I want a brand new house on an episode of Cribs and a bathroom I can play baseball in. Well, I want a new tour bus full of old guitars, my own star on Hollywood Boulevard. A lot of this sounds absurd, but then you hear a lot of absurd things about rock stars, like the myth. It's a myth about Keith Moon, who supposedly had driven a Rolls Royce into a swimming pool, which sounds kind of absurd, but that's a myth. This record, it kind of falls along a tradition of songs that are satires of the rock and roll lifestyle. This is about somebody who, a wannabe rock and roll star, doesn't necessarily want to practice, put in all the time that it's going to take to become a rock star. And even if you put in all the practice and become very talented, there's still no guarantee you're going to be a success. But people could dream, and a wannabe rock star who wants all the money, the fame, and everything that comes with it, all the bling. And it falls in a tradition of songs like Life's Been Good by Joe Walsh, Beverly Hills by Weezer. And another one, oh, Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. Boy, that was one of the ultimate satires right there. And So You Want to Be a Rock and Roll Star by the Byrds, one of my favorites, back in 1967. Yes, back in the golden years of the 60s, the Byrds. I love that. And I remember the audience, the screaming fans at the end of that record. That was really nifty. But this record, um, Nickelback, Rockstar, the thing about this record, it brings back the classic rock. I heard echoes, not just of CC Top, but of some of the southern rock bands like Leonard Skinner and Marshall Tucker Band. I know the critics gonna say, "Oh my God, Mr. DJ, you're nuts. You're a fool. You gotta be kidding." No, I'm not comparing them. I'm not comparing Nickelback to Leonard Skinner. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying there's an echo. Like when you enter an echo chamber, you hear a faint echo, and it sounds familiar. And that's what I hear on this record. Elements of, well, I won't say grunge, alternative, classic rock. It's a perfect combination. And the lyrics are brilliant. I don't care what anybody says, they're brilliant. Maybe I just need to sit down and read the whole song, but I heard it enough times to know that it's brilliant. So enough said. Now I think I've already mentioned this. This song is sold in England. God, I can't believe how big this song was in England. This is an American sounding record. This is not a British sounding record. This is red, white, and blue, baby, all the way. Take it to the bank. Take it to the Statue of Liberty and beyond. Number 2 in England, it sold, I wrote it down somewhere, it sold nearly 600,000 copies in Britain. Where did I got that number here somewhere. Oh, here it is, 587,000 copies in England. On the British charts for about 9 months. It was so popular that near the end of its run, it re-entered the British charts. British singles charts at number 27 and stayed there for about another month. Stayed there for about 4 months. Enough said. Rockstar by Nickelback at number 22, down from 16 on my fancy playlist, July 15th, 2007.